Hello, welcome to 180 Online. It's all pretty strange being on your screen, not being there with you in person, at youth, at school, whatever it is, but hey, we need to adapt with the circumstances we've got as a youth, as a school, as a community. We need to adapt. Hey, even the church is adapting. Baptisms actually look quite different now.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
So, as a youth group, we have made it our mission to make sure in this quarantine, isolation, apocalyptic thing, whatever's going on, we've made it our mission to make sure that you don't get bored. So keep up with us on Instagram at 180 Central. We're going to be posting challenges. We've done a few podcasts. We've talked about a lot of fun stuff. But we're going to set a challenge. We're going to set a challenge for you that you can partner with us in this, and we're going to make a compilation video. So I'm going to walk you through it now over there. So I'm sure you've all seen online the toilet roll keepy-up challenge, and as a youth group we want to jump on that bandwagon, but not only that, we want to step up a bit. So we're going to create a compilation video. We're going to create a video here starting from this point, and then we want you guys to do this challenge and send it to us. But we have a few regulations and specifications in order for you to get involved. So here are the rules. You throw the toilet pole, so someone off screen needs to throw the toilet roll from you from the right, like so. And so we're gonna straight like a seamless little thing. So I'll be passing to you to the left. So when you receive it, you get from the right. But when you've done your keepy-ups, as much as you can, you make sure you pass it to the left, and then the person next will receive it from their right, like so. So I'm gonna try and kick this off. I'm never really good at fetbad, but we'll see where it goes.
It's been so good seeing everyone's reaction to the sacrifices that are being made at this time as everyone's in isolation. I absolutely loved seeing people clapping and applauding the NHS workers. But let's not forget also the teachers, those in education, people who are on oil rigs and the policemen, and lots of different people who are making sacrifices just now so that those can actually help those who are unwell in hospital in different places. You know, it's the run up to Easter, and I would usually be doing my school assemblies at Fraserburgh Academy just now, but I just want to leave you a little thought just now as we're coming up close to Easter. Cannot believe that Easter is just around the corner, but we're coming up close to it. So I just want to leave you a little thought on one key lesson that we can learn, maybe from this time that we're in just now, but also from Easter, and it's this: it's sacrifice. I heard of a man called Maximilian Kolbe a few weeks ago, and he was an incredible man. He was a pastor who was around in Germany in the Second World War, and he actually managed to save and keep safe 2,000 Jews. The Nazis in the Second World War were seeking to exterminate the Jewish population from Europe and from the world, actually. But he was able to save 2,000. But eventually he actually got captured, and he was put in prison. He was eventually transferred to a place called Auschwitz, which was the most horrific and dreadful places anyone could have been in at that time. He showed real heroism in Auschwitz. There was a story of there was a breakout of Auschwitz, and some of the prisoners actually managed to escape. But the Nazis weren't happy about this, so they decided to choose 10 men to go into a starvation bunker to try and deter anyone from doing that again. Maximilian Kolbe actually wasn't chosen to do this, but he heard a man pleading with the guards, "Please don't send me, my wife, my children, who will look after them?" And Maximilian was in that moment, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna take his life, and I'm gonna sacrifice mine so that he can live and that he will maybe see his family again." So Maximilian Kolbe decided to go into the starvation bunker where he continued to be a pastor. He continued to pray. He continued to look after the people there. And it was actually after that he died in that concentration camp, after saving so many lives, but also saving that one man's life so that he could be set free. So that Maximilian Kolbe actually gave his life for him. And Easter is all about sacrifice. You know, we remember at Easter Jesus who sacrificed his life for others. I want to read you a really quick Bible verse. It's in 1 John 3, and it's verse 16. It says this: "This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid his life down for us, and we ought to lay our lives down for our brothers and sisters." And we're seeing just now NHS workers laying down their lives for the sakes of others just now. We're seeing other people putting their lives in really quite dangerous situations. But Jesus laid his life down for us. You know, it wasn't out of trying to be famous. It wasn't out of to gain things. It wasn't anything else other than his love completely for us. But not only that, not only did he lay his life down, but his life was raised, and that he was raised from that grave. And that's what we remember at Easter, that he did that all completely for us. But what can we learn from this as we run up to Easter? As next week we're hit Easter, we're going to be gorging ourselves on chocolate because there's nothing else we can do. We're just going to be eating chocolate, watching Netflix, doing other things. But what can we learn this year at Easter? Let's learn sacrifice. Let's learn sacrifice. Let's look at those who are sacrificing their lives just now. And let's look at Jesus who sacrificed his life for us and think, when this craziness is all over and life is back to normal, how can we live a more sacrificial life for those who are around us? I hope you're keeping healthy, and I hope you're well, and I really hope that you are seeing this through, and I hope that everyone around you is doing okay. And hopefully I'll see you soon, back at school or back at youth or whatever it looks like for you. Stay safe.